Got some Honey Nut Cheerios, Cliff Bar, banana, egg, some almonds. What is going on, guys? It is Sunday, July 16th. Just sitting here working on a couple of articles. This one's on emotional eating and eating when we're not truly physically hungry. Today I have an upper body A workout. So I keep these workouts pretty simple. So I'm gonna go train, do that workout. Shouldn't take long. Really just trying to stay caught up on. I have a couple new client startups, and then I have some articles and stuff like that to get done because I'm gonna be out of town starting next Thursday. I'm going back to my hometown, Missouri, so I'm just trying to get some of this little stuff cleaned up. What? Closed.
And, you know.
Basic. Pretty much what I do is first thing I just trim all the excess fat off, and then I come over here and I take whatever spice I'm using and always try to keep some sort of like lean protein like that just cooked up and around, just because I do eat out quite a bit, and it's so easy to get carbs and fat and all that stuff whenever you're eating out. And so this way it just allows me to have some sort of like lower calorie, high good quality protein sitting around the house. Alright, so here's just a little quick rundown of how my gaining phase is going so far. So I started it on this day right here, and that's today. So it's been about 2 weeks and 3 days. So 17 days. Started at about 165.7. Right now trending to be about 166.07. So about 0.4 pounds. So a little under a half a pound so far. So my goal was about 1.5 pounds per month. Right now I'm on pace to do a little bit less than that. But I'll get to that in a minute. So here's just kind of my averages. Here's my average fat intake so far. Let's see, average almost 76.5 grams per day, and then my average carb intake has been a little under 350. And I know my protein is obnoxiously high. Again, it's crazy. It's crazy just because, like, before I would have had such a hard time, like, maintaining this body weight, but because I've been dieting for the last 18 months, I've really gotten used to just eating at this calorie level. I make these choices that tend to favor lower calorie stuff, and I'm just so used to doing that stuff. But right now my approach is pretty much just to let the calories fall where they may. I know I'm going to hit protein, and just kind of see where I fall comfortably. I've dropped my cardio down, and I definitely feel just more recovered overall, just from not doing, even though I was just doing morning walking, just cutting that down has really helped just overall soreness, overall fatigue. And I think one reason why weight really hasn't started, I mean, it's only been 2.5 weeks, but one reason why weight probably hasn't gone up a whole bunch, for one, I really haven't increased calories a ton because it is a lean gaining phase. I'm trying to stay as lean as possible because I do want to prolong this as long as I can. But another one is, like, I've noticed, like, since I'm eating more, I'm just more active. I have more energy. I move around more. My neat's higher. So all that different stuff I think has really contributed to where the scale's at so far and how I'm feeling. Training wise, I really haven't done a video specifically for that, because I've been averaging about 4 to 5 days per week, about 4.5 to 5 days per week. I'm following a set up program, but it's almost more of like a recovery phase in a sense, because I'm just trying to almost like take, it's just for 4 weeks, just kind of play around to see what exercises I want to program in the long term, yeah, and just playing around with that. Sorry, I'm sweating like crazy. It's extremely hot in LA right now. And I turned the fan off so you can hear me. I will make a future video on my training split if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, so really much, I just kind of a check-in. The thing with like a gaining phase is it's not as entertaining as a fat loss phase, because it takes longer. It takes longer to build muscle than it does to lose fat. So it's like when you're doing fat loss, you see these changes week to week to week, especially as you get leaner, body fat comes down lower. So now it's like every percentage of body fat you're losing, it's like you are really noticing a difference in your physique, visuals and stuff like that. But with a gaining phase, it's a much slower process to actually build the muscle. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I pretty much am just going to work the rest of the night. I have just to finish up those articles and then some client work. But I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah.